Did Studio MAPPA improve or ruin Hajime Isayama's manga?
Shut up and sit down.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Dude Reviews and heavy spoilers for Attack on Titan the final season part 2 episode 79 Memories of the Future. You have been warned. First up, we don't actually see baby Eren's face in the anime. Carla isn't clearly shown in the anime as she's standing in front of Eren. Eren and Zeke doing a little bit of social distancing in the manga versus the anime, they're pretty close together. While Zeke looks more or less the same, Eren looks a little bit different in the anime, his hair is drawn differently. We see more of Eren's face in the anime, plus his eyes are more slanted in the anime. In the manga, Zeke seems to turn his head and look towards Eren. We see a little bit more of the door and Carla seems to be laughing in the anime. Plus the Jaeger household is designed differently in the manga. While I do like the way Zeke was designed in the manga panel, I did prefer Eren's face in the anime of him glaring at Zeke. Eren looks a little bit more sad in the manga. Slight angle change of Eren walking towards Grisha Jaeger, and there are a lot more people in the crowd in the manga. However, there seem to be more people in the anime version of this shot behind Eren and Zeke. While the manga shows Eren and Zeke walking into the patient's room, they're actually looking through a window in the anime. MAPPA shows a close-up shot of this panel scene versus the wide shot in the manga. I prefer Eren's design in the anime, plus he seems to be looking at Zeke in the anime. Eren's hair is a lot longer in the anime versus the manga, plus his face is longer in the anime as well. Thank you MAPPA for improving Eren's design from anime to manga. We see more of Zeke Jaeger's face in the anime, plus he doesn't seem to be too fazed by Eren's response in the manga. Eren's face is a little bit different from anime to manga. In the manga, Eren and Zeke are standing in front of a window, plus I love the extra candles that MAPPA added in the anime. In the manga, Eren and Zeke are a lot closer to Harness and Grisha, but in the anime, they're sitting on top of a wall. Eren seems to be looking at the patient in the bed in the anime, but in the manga, he's standing a lot closer to Zeke, while Zeke is a lot closer to Grisha in the anime. While I did prefer the way Kenny and his boys were walking out of the door, I'd much prefer this perspective shot in the anime. Once again, Eren and Zeke are doing a lot more social distancing in this panel in the manga. Slight angle difference from anime to manga. Yeah dude, the manga version is a lot better and cooler with Eren, Zeke and Grisha. Love that perspective and positioning. Uh-oh, looks like Isayama forgot to draw Grisha Jaeger's glasses in the manga. MAPPA went for a more close-up shot of both Grisha and baby Eren. Zeke seems to look a little bit more disturbed and surprised in the anime. MAPPA completely flipped the shot around with the camera looking at the back of Eren. Grisha is flipped around in the anime. We see more of that great MAPPA art of Eren's face in the anime. Zeke's hair and beard appear to be a lot more smooth and round in the manga. We see more of Grisha's tired face in the anime. Eren is not in shot in the anime, but just Grisha's face. Eren looks way more surprised in the anime. Plus his eyebrows are so damn thick. Grisha seems to be leaning his arm on the table in the anime. We see more of the desk in the manga versus the anime. Plus I did prefer the perspective of that scene in the manga. Zeke's eyes appear to be a little bit wider in the manga. The angle in the anime is completely different to the angle in the manga. Plus, MAPPA added more papers to Grisha's wall. Also, Eren seems to be looking at Zeke in this shot in the anime. We get a close-up shot of Eren's face looking at Zeke in the anime. I must admit that Armin and Eren both look a lot younger in the manga versus the anime. Grisha seems to be a lot more happy to see Armin in the anime. Eren and Zeke are much closer in the anime. Eren is not in shot of this scene in the anime versus the manga. Plus, Zeke seems to be a little bit more angry in the anime. Eren's expressions look so vacant in the manga, but in the anime, there seems to be more emotion and feeling behind those green eyes. We get a back view shot of Zeke and Eren, but in their manga, Eren is not in scene. While I did prefer the way Eren's face was shown in the manga, I do like seeing that close-up shot of that MAPPA green eyes. The manga seems to isolate only Armin and Eren in shot, but in the anime we get to see more people and environments. We see more bruises on Mikasa' face in the anime. Plus, Eren looks a lot more calm in the anime. MAPPA censored the gory scenes of crazy Eren Jaeger stabbing the 3 kidnappers. MAPPA made Zeke look a lot more shocked and horrified by what Eren did. And I also love Grisha's face in the anime. But yeah, this scene was a lot better in the manga. I love the perspective and the dynamic angle view. There seemed to be a lot more censoring on the 3 dead bodies on the floor. MAPPA changed the scenery around with Grisha talking to Eren outside of the cabin while Grisha is talking to Eren inside the cabin in the manga. Eren is not in shot in the manga. Eren looks a lot more mad at Zeke in this shot in the anime. We get a high angle bird's eye view shot of Grisha, Eren, Mikasa and Zeke. Interesting creative decision of MAPPA having Zeke looking at Grisha, only Zeke is in shot in the anime. Eren looks a little bit more sad in the anime. We get a high angle view of Grisha taking care of the little kids. We see a little bit more scenes of the boy and his father playing ball. Slight angle change in the anime, plus Eren is not in scene in the anime. Grisha is shown to put 2 hands on his photo in the manga, but in the anime it's just 1 hand. We get to see more props in the background in the anime. Plus Grisha has more of a concerned look in the anime. Once again, Eren seems to look very vacant in the manga, but in the anime he just looks evil. Grisha looks a lot more surprised in the anime. Plus Zeke and Eren are both in shot. We get a high angle shot of the Yiga household having dinner in the manga. The anime only lets us see Eren and Zeke's reactions to baby Eren and Carla arguing between one another. We see more of Eren's face in shot in the manga, while Grisha is just turning his head sideways in the anime. Grisha and Yiga have completely reversed their positionings from anime to manga. Grisha's expressions are really apparent in the anime. Both Carla and Grisha are shown in the anime. For some odd reason, Mikasa is standing way behind Carla, but in the manga we see her clearly. I guess they wanted to show more of Eren in the anime. We get a wide shot of Eren saying goodbye to Grisha in the anime. While I do like this tight-end close-up shot of Grisha's eyes, I did prefer the manga with the clouds in the background. We get a mid-shot of Grisha, Eren and Zeke in anime, but in the manga we just get a dynamic shot of Grisha walking towards the royal family. 2 members of the royal family seem to be missing in the anime. Eren and Zeke are both on the far left and the far right of the screen in the anime. Frida's expressions are a lot better in the anime, in my opinion, but the shot of her eye is much better in the manga. She looks like a demon. We have a high angle shot of Frida talking to Grisha. Damn son, Zeke's eyebrows are looking thick in the anime. Frida looks a little bit more elegant and graceful in the anime. I love the way the pupils move in the anime. Plus Eren looks way more madder in the anime. Eren's eyes are a lot bigger in the anime. Plus you really do feel his anger and frustration in the anime. Slight angle change of Frida in the anime. I did like the shot of Grisha in the manga looking very mysterious. Zeke has that Pikachu shock face in the anime. We see more of the royal family in the anime version of this shot. Grisha puts his hand on his head in the anime. I think both anime and manga are pretty great. They're a little bit different from one another, but they're both great in their own unique way. I think the main difference is Grisha's posture from anime to manga. Frida looks a lot more startled in the anime. Zeke's shot's expression is a lot more apparent in the anime. Plus we see more of his mouth. We don't get to see parts of Eren's nose and chin in the anime. We get a high angle shot of Frida talking to Grisha, and we see a little bit more of the members of the royal family. Plus Frida looks a lot more confused in the manga. Grisha is a little bit sadder in the manga. Frida's expression are a lot more wider, plus I love how we see more of her face in the MAPPA version, but I much prefer this creepy dynamic shot in the manga of Grisha telling the royal family is going to take the founder from them. Grisha seems to be holding the knife a little bit differently from anime to manga. I much prefer the dynamic shot of Frida telling the royal family to run away. We don't get a clear shot of Grisha's hand in the anime. We only see Frida in the anime, but in the manga we see a little bit of the royal family in the background. Damn, I love this dramatic pose of Grisha kneeling in the anime. We actually see Eren looking at Grisha in the manga. Grisha's expressions are a lot more wild in the anime. We see more of Zeke's body in the anime as the camera is zooming in on his face. I feel like the manga captured Frida's concern for Grisha in the manga better. Frida actually turns around and looks at her royal family in the anime. I love the art and wild expressions of Rod Rice in the anime, but he does look a little bit bigger. Even though there's a slight angle change, both anime and manga look amazing. I loved how MAPPA soloed in on each of the royal family members. While the anime did a pretty good job with this still, there's no question about it. The manga wins. Eren looks so scary and demon-like. While we get to see more of Eren's face in the anime, Grisha looks a lot more frightened in the anime versus manga. Eren seems to put his hand on Grisha's shoulder in the anime, but in the manga he's not doing it at all. Both stills are absolutely beautifully drawn, but Grisha's face is a lot more frightened in the anime. Plus Eren's pupils in the anime look a lot more demon-like. Damn, I love this beautiful shot of Eren glaring at Grisha in the anime. There's a lot more emphasis on his mouth, nose and eyes in the anime. Instead of sticking to the one still frame from the manga, MAPPA went for a more dramatic camera pan up of Grisha stabbing his hand. Zeke's expressions are a lot more worried in the anime. We see more of Queen Historia in the manga. Grisha's Shingeki no Kyojin design looks a lot more detailed in the MAPPA version. Damn son, Grisha's hair is wild on that third panel in the manga. MAPPA went above and beyond the Call of Duty, making this scene far more superior than the manga. Instead of just dropping down to his knees in the manga, he's shown walking around looking extremely frantic. MAPPA went in for a close-up shot of Grisha's shocked and horrified face. Love the detail of Grisha's face in the anime. MAPPA completely flipped this shot around of Zeke looking at Grisha. Zeke looks a lot more shocked in the anime. Once again, this shot is flipped around, but Zeke is drawn very dynamically in the manga. MAPPA made the positioning of Eren kissing Historia's hand a lot more similar to the Wit Studio one. Grisha looks like a rabid animal in the anime, but I say that as a pro as I love his expressions in the anime. Once again, MAPPA flipped this scene around, we see more of Grisha's expressions. Eren is actually in shot in the manga, but in the anime he's nowhere to be seen. We get a close-up shot of Zeke's reaction as Grisha hugs him. There's a lot more emphasis on Grisha's tears in the anime. Both anime and manga look beautifully drawn, although Zeke looks a lot more sadder in the anime. MAPPA went for a close-up shot of Eren looking like the devil, but in the anime they went for a wide shot. The manga version of Eren kissing Historia's hand is a lot more similar to the Wit Studio one, but in the anime we just get a full front shot of Eren and Jaeger. I love that extra detail that MAPPA put in the anime. We actually see more of Eren in the shot in the manga. We see more of Zeke Jaeger's beastly abs in the anime. I love how we see the past tree right behind Eren in this shot. And finally we see more of Eren's face as he's glaring down his bro. And that's about it. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys thought of these changes. Did you like them? Did you hate them? Which version did you prefer? The manga version or the MAPPA version? Tell me. Oh yeah, at 8 AM UK time I'll be announcing the winner from that 3000 celebration subscribe video I made for the Attack on Titan Final Season Part 1 Volume 2 Blu-ray. So if you still want to be in with a chance of winning this Attack on Titan the Final Season Part 2 Volume 2 Blu-ray, you gotta name every one of the anime characters that appear in my intro and all the characters that appear in my Boarded Reviews title card. Like this video, subscribe for more Attack on Titan reactions, reviews, breakdowns, comparisons and rankings and more. Thank you for watching. Boarded Reviews signing out.